You've seen the beautiful photos on Instagram. You've researched the locations, read the blogs, booked your flights, and now you're all set for your trip to New Zealand. But there's just one slight problem. Have you stopped to consider whether travel in New Zealand is, overrated? Well, in this video, I'm going to explore some of New Zealand's most famous Instagram spots to see whether expectation meets reality.
I think they're all dead.
And, as ever, I will be accompanied by my grumpy Insta husband, Jack.
Okay, knackering been an Instagram husband. I'm looking around 2 cameras.
So, without further ado, let's go find out whether New Zealand is in fact overrated.
All right, missus, you've made me fly all the way across the world to New Zealand to look at a church. What's all this about?
Well, this is a very famous spot on Instagram. The Church of the Good Shepherd.
Do people come here to pray or something?
Well, you can pray, it is a practicing church, but you can also explore the gardens. It's on the banks of Lake Tekapo, and at the back is a field of lupins, so it looks real pretty in photos.
I think they're all dead. I think people have been false advertising on Instagram.
Well, I think that's because of the time of year. I guess the lupins bloom in spring, and it is now summer. I think we should take some photos.
Yeah, sure, as long as you're quick about it.
I don't think I look very good in what I'm wearing, so I think I might actually go get changed.
Don't worry, I'll be quick, I promise.
You put it on 4K? No. Okay, we'll do it again.
We're not doing it again.
We're going to have to be a little bit selective with our angles, or we're going to possibly have to use a little bit of Photoshop because there's quite a few people buzzing around.
Well, we never Photoshop anything, so we can't be bothered.
Except the wedding photos we took in China, but maybe they went a little bit overboard.
I can see some very, very late bloomers. We might be able to style it so it looks like there's more than one.
Maybe this is what everyone does on Instagram. Have I just cracked the secret?
So I'm using the lupin to try to block out the people.
Yeah, boy, work them angles.
Yeah, they're okay, but maybe we can try something different because, yeah, it's not working.
This calls for the long lens.
But the long lens is in the car and I can't be asked to run back there, so...
Yes, you can.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, so I feel like it looks a little bit better with the long lens, but to be honest, I'm not loving this shot. It'd be much better at sunrise when it was backlit.
I think we need to find another spot.
Well, with all this, it shouldn't be too hard, should it? Oh yeah, that's the ticket, Harry. A much, much more pleasing composition.
Although Jack's enthusiasm quickly waned.
Knackering been an Instagram husband. I'm looking around 2 cameras, bloody lenses in my pocket, trying to do a phone for reels. Got the tripod to set up remote shots as well. All meanwhile, I'm missing this absolutely bloody beautiful sunset myself. Hard work this, mate, I tell you.
Shut up and get on with your job, Jack. We're losing the light.
Just another day in the Insta husband life. Anyway, it's getting absolutely bloody freezing, so I reckon maybe we should head off because we've still got to find a bloody campsite, mate.
1 camera, 2 camera, 3 camera, tripod, take a tripod.
Random 50mm.
Hey, maybe you could carry some of the equipment for a change, woman.
Yeah, I've got it all.
He's just grumpy because he's hungry, so let's go find him a camp spot.
A little bit bumpy, eh? Maybe worth it.
As well as being an Insta husband, Jack moonlights as a homemaker. Anyway, after giving Jack a chance to recharge his batteries, we hit the road in search of a slightly less Insta-famous location, the Omarama Clay Cliffs.
So it's a little bit of a detour. You kind of go on an unpaved road for 4 kilometers thinking, where could these cliffs be? Because the landscape does not look like this at all. And then suddenly you drive into the car park and bam, you see this. Geology rocks. Wow. Oh my gosh, feels like I'm walking into a film set. What is beyond these rocks?
I'll give you a clue. A very unstable path. Surely this isn't safe. No Instagram photo is worth dying for.
Yeah, a bit scary, not gonna lie.
Anything for the gram.
I mean, yeah, this is, I can see why it's an Instagram spot, but don't risk your life too much. It's quite leery. I don't know how got a little bit less steep now, so it's worth a quick change. What do you think?
Yes, these are the pics I wanted. But watching the people clamber up the rock face is giving me the willies. So let's get out of here.
It's like a total wind tunnel. If you don't like rocks, then this location probably isn't for you. But I thought it was pretty sick. Instagram nailed it.
Well, she says nailed it, but it's not totally done yet because some bloody muggins is going to have to edit all them photos, eh?
Probably the most boring part of living in a camper van is figuring out where to stay every night. Campsite found. Oh, it's freezing though.
Well, this river's bloody hench, isn't it?
It's not a river, you fool, it's a lake.
Oh.
All right, enough messing about. Let's get some food and rest because we have a long day of shooting tomorrow.
So I absolutely pissed it down last night, so we didn't get a lot of sleep because, well, we were in a little metal box getting absolutely hammered down with rain, but it looks like it may have snowed up there in the mountains. So it's going to be a very beautiful drive today, if I can ever rouse the wifey, because she gets unlimited data at the weekends, so she'll be browsing TikTok in the van, I imagine. Hello?
I'm so tired. The rain was so loud. I didn't sleep at all.
But then I remembered we've got pancake mix. Yes.
Pretty cold right now. It's like 8 degrees on this nice summer's morning. I'm sure it tastes fine. You know, looks are everything.
And they're really good. And very crunchy though.
But let's get going because we have quite the drive to our next destination. It may be better known as the South Island's adventure sports capital, but did you know the Queenstown area is also home to several Instagrammable locations? First stop is a much smaller settlement that has the feel of an old cowboy town.
Unfortunately, there does appear to be a market on today.
Because Jack loves the market on a Sunday. He is so obsessed with them. Every time we go anywhere, he's just like, I wish there could be a market on right now so I could look at the things.
Unfortunately, I'm going through a little bit of an early midlife crisis at the moment, and coming to a market on a Sunday gives me a glimpse at the bleakness of my future, when the only thing I've got to look forward to all week is going to a market on a Sunday and buying a jar of buckwheat.
Stop! So I bet you've offended quite a lot of our audience there. I, on the other hand, love a little market. I think they're really good for the local economy because people sell lots of different things, and I just bought a scrunchie and I'm very happy about it. So cute! Stop being a miserable old kid. Does it look good?
Yeah.
Can't really see.
Jack may not be much of a markets guy, but one thing he is a fan of is food. And today, this town has plenty of that.
I got you some cheese balls.
Maybe I do like markets after all.
Take back what you said because it's very nice here. It's nice little pubs, nice little shops, it's nice little atmosphere. You're just miserable.
So I think I was just grumpy because I'd not had enough coffee today, but now that we've had some tasty local brews, I feel like I can take back everything I said. If you guys enjoy going shopping for jars of buckwheat on a Sunday, knock yourself out.
After all our fanning around doing grown-up market stuff, I don't reckon we'll make it to our next spot today. Sorry, Glenorchy. So I looked for a place to crash for the night.
Bloody hell, that was a bumpy road up here. The car was sliding all over the place. But from what I hear, this campsite is pretty highly rated, so I'm sure it'll be worth it. Just a bit worried one of these sheep is going to jump out on me. Come on, mate, out of the way.
Get out of the way, sheep! Gotta pay our campsite fees. Fucking lush, mate. Look at that. Look at that. That's our backyard right now. Like.
We spent the evening chilling, and then the following day making friends with the local waterfowl. Oh, and we did manage to squeeze in filming a quick van tour video. Subscribe so you don't miss that one. And now let's go down that bumpy road because we have a date with a bloomin' beautiful looking barn.
Absolute bone rattler, mate. Absolute bone rattler.
Jack, this doesn't look like an Instagram spot.
No, but I thought maybe we'd go for a quick swim and wash our bits.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea when you haven't showered for a few days. So we're in a town called Glenorchy. Glenorchy is famous for a red
boat shed.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
So we're gonna see if it's better than it sounds.
I see it.
I think we missed our chance. We weren't fast enough. Got this beautiful couple taking wedding photos behind us.
Not a bad place to wait around though, eh?
We've got a gap between wedding shoots, so I think maybe we should take our chance, baby.
Yeah, I think they're quite good.
But quite good is not the high praise that Jack was looking for.
What are you doing down there? You taking a nap?
Nah, I just thought we'd try another fresh angle. So go get your socks on, get trotting, and we'll try a different angle.
Instagram hubby 101. Pretty good. I think we're done here.
It didn't even take that long.
No.
I'll be completely honest here. We've had a really nice day today, but knowing that we've got to come here and take photos for like 3 hours, it's been hanging around my neck like a noose. But
It was quick, done.
Now I think it's time for some wine.
Wine on tap.
And this is another reason why I'm not the driver.
Vino. Wow, these roads are windy, Jack.
it's more like it, innit? I feel like after several days of mooching around Queenstown, I'm starting to get the feeling that, you know, we were standing still, and this is meant to be a road trip after all. So it feels really good to get back on the road. I'm just curious, where are we off to now, Nico?
We are off to Wanaka, or Wanaka, I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced, and there is a very special tree that's popular on social media.
But before we reach New Zealand's most famous Insta spot, we've got a long cruise over some epic mountains. I swear driving in New Zealand never gets old.
Wow, that really was windy. Even the beds come out of its place. I had to hold on to the fridge as we were going around the corners.
So, missus, we're at the final Instagram spot. I can see in front of me a very nice looking tree.
Wow, super interesting vlogging there, Jack.
Well, that's exciting. A party's going on down here. Can never resist a good party, me, seeing as I'm such a fun guy.
There is another big tree. It's still not the tree we're looking for. It's making me feel really excited. It's like bigging this tree up and I just can't wait.
Is that it?
That is it.
Wow, it's small, isn't it?
So there's quite a lot of people here because, fun fact, this is one of the most photographed trees in the world. It's so famous, it's even got its own hashtag. Hashtag that Wanaka tree. So obviously we've come at the wrong time of day. It's like mid-afternoon, the sun is blinding. But what do you think about this being a famous Instagram spot, this tree?
Well, I'll be honest, I much prefer the photos opportunities where we got to put you in the frame because it made it a lot more interesting, a lot more unique. I don't really see the appeal of just coming and taking the same photo as everyone else. It's not really something that appeals to me.
Yeah.
But I know that that is the thing to do these days.
Yeah, I mean, what I like about this tree is that it is on its own in the lake. It's kind of significant, it's poignant. It's almost like a work of art. But New Zealand is absolutely amazing for trees. I think we've seen some incredible trees on this trip. So is it as good as them? I don't know.
So stay tuned for some more quality tree content. In our next detour, we'll be traversing up the west coast in search of rainforests and glaciers. And we're going to show exactly what a full day in our life whilst we van life New Zealand looks like.